The faithful lining up by the tens of thousands to pay homage to Pope Francis inside St. Peter's Basilica.
The Basilica staying open until the early hours of the morning, closing just briefly before cleaning, before reopening the doors to the thousands more still waiting in line. So far, at least 61,000 people have visited.
And here's ABC's Ines de la Cuetara with the latest from the Vatican.
A massive outpouring of grief at the Vatican as tens of thousands of mourners from around the world wait in line for hours to pay their final respects to Pope Francis.
We are coming to pay our last respects to him, to see his body, to pray for him.
Thousands of pilgrims were already in Rome for the Easter holiday and are now coming to St. Peter's to honor a man who is known as the People's Pope. But others were moved to travel to the Vatican after hearing news of his death.
I think it's very important to be here, just show our respect to the Holy Father. It wasn't planned. We just decided to come last minute.
ABC's Terry Moran was able to go inside the Basilica with the sea of mourners.
We just come out of the Basilica and it's extraordinary, this river of people that enter from all over the world. You can tell, you can hear it in the language and the reactions. Some people in tears, a lot of people very prayerful, as you can imagine. Some people almost smiling. All this sense of gratitude and a moment of history for Pope Francis.
A funeral mass for the Pope will be held on Saturday. Following that, he will be laid to rest. He will be the first Pope in more than a century to not be buried inside the Vatican. Instead, he will be laid to rest in Rome's Basilica of St. Mary Major in a tomb bearing the single name Franciscus. The Vatican saying on Thursday the Holy Father chose the name Francis to never forget the poor, and for this reason, a group of poor and needy will be on the steps leading into the Basilica to pay their last tribute to Pope Francis before his burial. The Pope's tomb will be open for visits beginning Sunday morning. The cardinals will begin a conclave to elect Francis's successor after the funeral, but an exact date has not been announced. Ines de la Cuetara, ABC News, at the Vatican.